You are traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. There's the signpost up ahead. Next stop, the Vocab Zone. The first word in this unit is animosity. It's a noun and it means strong dislike, bitter hostility. So you could say, there is a deep animosity between our two families, and every time we see each other in town, we get in a fight. The next word is apathy. It's a noun and it means a lack of feeling, emotion, or interest. So you could say, old people love to say that the problem with today's generation is their apathy. They never want to do anything to better themselves. The next word in this unit is apprehensive. It's an adjective and it means fearful or anxious, especially about the future. So you could say, although most people seem to be optimistic that the economy is turning around, there are a few analysts who are still apprehensive about declaring everything okay. The next word is commend. It's a verb and it means to praise, to describe as worthy of attention, to approve of. So you could say, I commend you for your excellent work. You really know how to write a good essay. The next word is compatible. It's an adjective and it means able to work well together, able to be used with some other model or system. So you could say, Marcia and I are so compatible that every time we work on a group project, it's an easy experience. We get along so well. You could also say the PlayStation 3 system is compatible for games made for a PlayStation 2. That is, you can play the old games on the new system. The next word is condolence. It's a noun and it means expression of sympathy. So you could say, when someone dies, friends often send cards with condolences to the family of the deceased. The next word is consecrate. It's a verb and it means to make sacred, to hallow, to set aside for a special purpose. So you could say, the Archbishop came to town to consecrate the new cemetery and name it Sacred Ground. Notice that the word consecrate or consecrated has a similarity in sound to the sound sacred. Sacred, consecrated. Sacred ground is consecrated. The next word is decrepit. It's an adjective and it means old, ruined, worn out. So you could say, many elderly people sink into deep depression when they start to think of themselves as decrepit or useless and past their prime. The next word is deride. It's a verb and it means to ridicule, to laugh at with contempt. So you could say, the Wright brothers were derided by many when they tried to build an airplane for the first time, but they had the last laugh when their machine changed the world. The next word is ingenuous. It's an adjective and it means innocent, simple, frank, sincere, honest. So you could say, he was a naive and ingenuous child, and it made it easy to take advantage of him. You'll often hear the opposite of ingenuous, disingenuous, used as well. Disingenuous is someone who's crafty, sly, dishonest, misrepresenting their motives. The next word is multifarious. It's an adjective and it means having great variety, diverse. So you could say, Thomas Jefferson was a man of multifarious interests. He loved gardening, botany, biology, literature, philosophy, and theology. Notice the prefix multi, meaning many. Multifarious, many interests. The next word is obsolete. It's an adjective and it means out of date, no longer in use. So you could say, after the invention of the CD-ROM and later the flash drive, the floppy disk became an obsolete method of computer storage. The next word is omnivorous. It's an adjective and it means eating every variety of food, having a wide variety of tastes. So, you could say, humans are one of the few animals on the planet who are omnivorous. They are both herbivores, eating vegetables and plants, and carnivores, eating meat. The prefix omni means all, and it comes from Latin. So, omnivore, one who eats all, one who eats everything. The next word is parsimonious. It's an adjective, and it means stingy, miserly, meager, poor. So, you could say, Ebenezer Scrooge was extremely parsimonious at the start of A Christmas Carol, not giving his money to any charities or good causes. But at the end of the book, he's extremely generous, not parsimonious at all. The next word is quandary. It's a noun and it means a state of perplexity or doubt, a dilemma. So you could say, I thought long and hard, but I could find no way out of the ethical quandary in which I had been placed. The next word is recalcitrant. It's an adjective, and it means stubbornly disobedient, resisting authority. So you could say, the child was extremely recalcitrant, refusing to do anything his parents said because he was so stubborn. A way to remember recalcitrant is to think of calcium, the material that makes up your bones. Calcium is a very hard mineral, and so if you're recalcitrant, you have a very stiff spine, you're stubborn, you don't yield to pressure. Recalcitrant, calcium. The next word is reprisal. It's a noun and it means an injury done in return for an injury, an act of vengeance. So you could say, when Johnny broke my bicycle, I, in an act of reprisal, broke his transformer toy in revenge. The next word is revel. It's a verb and a noun. As a verb, revel means to take great pleasure in. So you could say, the new star reveled in all the attention he was getting from the press. As a noun, a revel is a big party or a wild celebration. So you could say the revel held in honor of her sweet 16 was a party for the ages. The next word is stultify. It's a verb and it means to have a dulling effect on, to make useless, to cripple. So you could say, be careful not to drink too much alcohol. It can stultify the senses and dull your mind. And the last word is suave. It's an adjective and it means agreeable or polite, pleasing to the senses. It's a close synonym to another word we've had this year, urbane. So you could say, when the suave, polite, well-dressed gentleman walked into the club, all the women flocked to greet him. And that's it. All the words in Unit 8. Study hard. I'll see you in Unit 9.